an experience that you have about you think about doing it, but then something shuts you down? Is that kind of thing happening, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, well, I think it's because right now in my life, I'm not working. So I'm like focused on doing other things, and I think if I take the time out to do the EFT, that like my priorities, like, oh, you know, I can't tap on. I mean, I did it once for unemployment, but it's like my head is like, well, the job isn't here yet. You know, I'm trying to convince myself, you know, like, I don't know. I'm feeling stuck in my life, basically. I'm just feeling really stuck, not knowing what to do. You know, what avenue to take. You know, I'm doing all this footwork, like putting out resumes and getting some interviews, but not a whole lot, and just the fear of money and my situation. You know, I moved from another state back to Chicago, and family issues. It's like I just feel like I threw myself in the middle of a bunch of chaos and not being able to get out of it. It's like circling around me, and every time I take a step forward, there's like, oh yeah, I got a lot of hope, and then all of a sudden nothing pans out. Nothing really, it's only temporary. So I'm just kind of like all over the board. So I want to get more focused and centered and, you know, allow things to happen that are meant to happen and not get in my own way, basically.
Okay. So maybe a little bit along the lines of the last caller, like how does that, as you say all that, how are you feeling in your body?
Right now, I totally relate it. It's like I have this thing in my throat where I just feel so, sometimes I have a hard time, I'm short of breath where I have to take really deep breaths, and then I can't go all the way through. And it's kind of, I guess, like what's going on in my life. Like it doesn't go all the way through. It's like really hard to breathe, and I don't know. I'm doing a lot of 12-step work in a lot of programs, and I think there's some issues from my childhood that are coming up, and I think I'm, you know, it's kind of oozing over to what I need to do on a daily basis.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, so there probably is maybe some core traumas, experiences, beliefs, maybe even family belief systems, that kind of thing, you know, most of us have that are kind of not very functional, you know, that, and there might be layers of that kind of stuff. You know, my experience is that people have layers, but then, you know, sometimes people have one major thing and you know, they notice a big difference. So we'll see where we get to here. Right now, are you having a shortness of breath?
No, it was not as bad after I did the borrowing with what you did with the previous caller, but I still have, yeah, I feel a lot better. That really helped. And it's just stuck in my throat. Like I don't feel like I can express how I truly feel. It's like stuck in my chest and in my throat. And I think it's a safety issue, I think, that I'm afraid to really say how I feel. It's like it's unsafe to feel this way. I don't know. Or that I'm wrong.
Okay, and how intense is that right now, the stuck in the throat feeling?
It might be about
to express?
Yeah, it might be about a 7.
Okay. Okay. And the beliefs are it's not safe to express myself, I might be wrong.
Yeah, there's fear, a lot of fear there.
Does this feel like something that's pretty much on and off your whole life? How long would you say this experience with you?
I think
just kind of ask it. It may not be an intellectual understanding.
Okay. I think it was probably my whole life, but now it's more obvious.
Okay.
Coming to a head.
Okay. And can you explain the sensation a little more? Is it something stuck in your throat? Is it your throat closing? What does it?
No,
you know
it's like my neck just feels really tight and tense. like something's ready to come out, but it's like just sitting there. It's kind of like when you get food stuck in your throat. It just like sits there, and you just want it to come out, so you have relief.
Okay.
Because it's like right by my neck and my jawline. It's like right in that area.
Okay. So we're just going to go to that. You know, in a different situation, we might ask the questions like the other caller, what experiences remind you of this, that kind of thing. But since you got such a good experience just from the borrowing benefits, I think, you know, we'll just see where we get to. So I'm going to have you start tapping on the side of the hand, and then you can just repeat after me, and if you want to change anything or add to it, you can sure do that. Okay, so tapping on the side of the hand, even though I feel stuck in my chest and throat.
Even though I feel stuck in my chest and throat.
And it just isn't safe to express myself.
And it just isn't safe to express myself.
And it never has been safe.
And it never has been safe.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though if I express myself, I might be wrong.
Even though if I express myself, I might be wrong.
And people might react to me.
And people might react to me.
They might criticize me.
They might criticize me.
They might leave me.
They might leave me.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though my neck is all tight.
Even though my neck is all tight.
And something is ready to come out.
And something is ready to come out.
But it just sits there.
But it just sits there.
And it's hard to breathe.
And it's hard to breathe.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I give myself permission to express myself.
And I give myself permission to express myself.
Because that's within my power.
Because that's within my power.
Even though I've given away my power to all these people to decide about me.
Even though I've given away all my power for these people to decide
about me.
Decide about
and decide if I'm wrong or not.
And decide if I'm wrong or not.
I deeply and completely love and forgive myself.
I deeply and completely love and forgive myself.
And I'm open to the possibility.
And I'm open to the possibility.
That I could forgive them when I'm ready.
That I can forgive them when I'm ready.
Okay, top of the head. I've got something stuck in my chest and throat.
I've got something stuck in my chest and throat.
Okay, eyebrow point. My neck is tight and there's something ready to come out.
My neck is tight and there's something ready to come out.
Okay, side of the eye. It just won't come out.
It just won't come out.
It's not safe to express myself.
It's not safe to express myself.
What will they do?
What will they do?
Okay, under the eye. I might be wrong.
I might be wrong.
What would happen if I was wrong?
What would happen if I was wrong?
I couldn't stand that.
I couldn't stand that.
Okay, under the nose. Something's ready to come out, but it just sits there.
Something's ready to come out, but it just sits there.
I'm not in control of it.
I'm not in control of it.
It feels like I'm not in control of it.
But it feels like I'm not in control of it.
Okay, under the lip. I want to let it out.
I want to let it out.
But I can't for some reason.
I can't for some reason.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
I might be wrong.
I might be wrong.
What would they do?
What would they do?
Okay, collarbone point. It's just not safe to express myself.
It's just not safe to express myself.
I want to move forward.
I want to move forward.
I have a lot to give to the world.
I have a lot to give to the world.
But I just have something stuck in my throat.
But I just have something stuck in my throat.
Okay, under the arm 3 or 4 inches. I have so much that I want to do and give and be.
I have so much that I want to do, give, and be.